How you guys doing? It's Profithigh73, and wanted to go over this week's trades. It has not been a good week. I started off with one of my trades from last week, which I got into, which breaking one of my rules. I went into a trade that I was unprepared for, and it was just because of the volatility. And this is where you get greedy, you see a big spike like this, and you know it can move. And I got in on the 5th. I got in at 272, and I have my trade posted on Profithly here. As you can see, these are my more recent trades 25, 52. They're all losses. I've lost on every trade this week. I had two winning trades, and then I just RGSC, and I'm back to my losing ways, I guess you can say. RGSC, I didn't sell when I had the opportunity to break even. When it failed resistance at 278. I can go back here a few days. I'm sure we'll see it on a 5-minute channel. There's a day that it came down, and I think I may have sold on this day. But yeah, because on this day, it was this Friday, and I had the opportunity to sell within this spike. I remember I was at work, and I think I even posted that it was trading in this channel for 20 minutes up near 280, so I was thinking it was going to break. And on this drop here, I did not pull the trigger on the sell because I had just lost my profits. It was back down, so I was going for a loss more than just commission. And I had already set my mental stop loss at 250, which I failed to cover on this day because, as you can see, it came down. And instead of selling on this little spike here to back up to 245, I held in hopes that it would come back and break this 250, and it never did. So I ended up selling somewhere. Let's take a look. Nope, that was the wrong button. Let's see, I bought it at 272. I ended up selling at the low of 234. So, I mean, probably right here, right after this big dip, I got all emotional and just upset at myself for not selling. And I sold in here at the very low. And it bounced back up. Probably right as I sold too. And that's how it always works out. And then I traded VSell. And this I had bought because of a breakout pattern that I had been following. Right here hits the high, come down, come up, and it held here, and it was coming back up, and I was thinking it was going to test this 313 and break. I was anticipating that it would break this 313 and push, and it had actually traded after hours up to 304, and then on the day after I bought it, they had filed for some. They filed for 25 million shares at market price offering. So that dropped the stock, and I remember being on the phone at work and just watching it go down and break my 280. I had a 280 mental stop loss, and it just broke right through that. So I go back here, I'll show you guys where I got out of that trade. These are my two biggest losses. That's what I'm going over. I keep hitting the wrong button there, huh? We sell $81. I sold at 269. which wasn't that bad considering that it came back. Even today it traded at 241. So I traded up here when it broke this. It was that luckily I was able to when it broke the main support line, and I was able to get out. But I just remember being on the phone at work and going, "Holy crap! What news came out?" I was a little busy that morning. But the good thing is, if you notice here, this is 11%, and my other biggest loss, this one's probably a little bit more. But I have a hard time cutting losses early, and this is 13.9. But if we go back, my average loss before was 20%. So, and this, the PTX, this is just more than commission. It's still 6%. And this was right on this staff trade. I thought it was good earnings, and then I thought the market was going to react. I bought it on the dip at 139. On this, when did earnings come out here? I actually bought it on a dip on the 11th, and it didn't go anywhere. And actually, this was the same day I did the TKAI trade. And I was if you watched one of my past videos, I was watching TKAI, and I had gotten into VSO, and that dropped. So I bought into this on the earnings, and as I bought into this on the earnings, and I saw it spike, I was thinking it was going to recover. Never did. I saw that whenever it spiked before, it failed, so I got out instantly. I actually cut losses, and then I saw the TKAI, and it broke the 265 resistance and bounced. And I was actually in on this day on the 11th at 189, and before this spike. And I didn't sell. I should have at least set a stop loss for $2. That way, it didn't hold at $2, and I got out. But I didn't. In here, I actually traded on both accounts. That's after I saw the PTX, my TD Ameritrade. I went in on TKAI on my TD Ameritrade, which I think may have been this $25 loss. I got in on a dip at 183, and I sold just below 180. Only lost 1% on that, which is, for me, that's a solid stop loss and being disciplined. And this is under 10%, which that's a lot, but for me, that's good. And it was $52. But it's still, that's still 14 cents a share that I lost. So I still need to get better at that. And then OCN, this is the trade I'm currently in. Is OCN. I bought right here on the 12th. I bought in at 355. I think is my current 355, 115 shares is my current position, and it has bounced up to here. I'm looking for it to retest this $4 area. Possible resistance around 384 or 385, which is close to 10% mark on my trade. So, I may look to get out there. I'll keep you updated. But here you can see it's come down to this wedge again. And, I'm hoping tomorrow it breaks through. Tomorrow's Friday. It seems like a lot of shorts got in here. Maybe some short covering with some buyers can push it up. I just wanted to go through the trades that I've had over the past couple of days. They've all been losses. And I'm showing you guys that I'm losing with a small account. It sucks. I'm trying to build back up. I was up to $676. I'm now down to $420. So just like that, the snap of a finger, everything can be gone. But you got to keep your confidence. You got to stay with it and keep pushing. And if you like my videos, subscribe to me on YouTube. Check me out on Profithigh. I verify all my trades. Thank you for watching.